Welcome to my ELT. I know many of you have questions about how to set up your grade book and the workbook for your students, and I'm going to try to answer some of those questions in this video. After you've logged into my ELT, this is the page that you'll see. You'll want to go up to Courses, and then you'll want to go to New Course. These are my courses, one from fall of 2014 and this one from spring of 2015. I will be creating a course with the World English book for listening and speaking too, but what I'm doing will be the same thing teachers of listening and speaking 4 need to do. So click on New Course, give your course a name, and a course number, and then decide when your course begins and when it will end. I usually try to give myself about a week or so after the semester ends, just in case I need to go back in and double check something. Okay, now you can click Create Course. You'll notice here you've been given a course key. This is the number that you need to give your students. They should already have a course access code that came with the book. If they didn't, they needed to order one online, and it will come in a small cardboard folder with the picture of your textbook on there. But you will need to provide them with this course key number as well. Okay? Save course and exit. And your course should show up in your list of courses. Then you can click on your course. Okay? And then what would you like to do next? Okay? You want to create a section. If you teach more than one class, more than one listening and speaking class, or more than one listening and speaking, for class, then you can create a section. You can create sections for yourself. Do you want to view assignment? Okay, or create an assignment? So we'll click Create Assignment, and then you will have to choose your book. Most of you should only have one or the other of these 2 books. I'm going to choose World English Online Video Workbooks, okay, and we're using World English 2, so I'm going to open that up, okay. Now, I can open up the video clips, and I can assign them one by one, so Unit 1, video clip, and then here in Unit 1, lessons. So I can assign them to go together. And I don't have to assign everything. Okay. You'll want to look through at least one unit because they follow the same format, unit after unit. So you will want to take a really good look at least one unit before you do this. That way you know what you're asking them to do. When you are finished, come down here to the bottom and click Continue, and you should get a message. If I can move this up, there we go. You have selected multiple assignments. You will now be taken directly to the assigning options and be able to customize. Yes. Okay. So if you pick more than one item, you'll need to customize things. Okay. And you can say Unit 1 assignments. Okay. Now you can decide what you want to do here. Okay. Keep all results best one, keep all results last one. Those are your choices. You can decide when the assignment will be available. If you want to have due dates, otherwise anytime and not specified. Okay. If assignment is closed without a submission, count as a take. Okay. If you want to do this, you can. I recommend checking it. Our students get really busy, and this way they can open it and close it and open it and close it, and it doesn't matter. Takes allowed. In the beginning, for the beginning unit, I usually go all the way up to 10 takes, and I give them as many times as they need to because the technology is new. They'll run into glitches, but then as they go through units, I bump it down to 5, and then 3, and then maybe 2. You can even go down to 1 if you want. All right? So decide the number of takes that you want to let them have for each activity, how many times they have to get it right, and then click Save. Okay. All right, so here's the summary, and you can preview what you've just assigned to your students here. Okay. Turn the sound on. Okay. Well, I can't record the sound, I guess, right now because I have headphones on. All right, so there's that. Submit. Okay. Oh, and then up here we can click on the next one. And then here are the questions. Okay. And I'm just answering. All right. And submit. And then it'll tell you when you have something wrong. Okay? So the students can go back. If you give them another take, then they can go back and they can correct. Well, I guess they can't. I just learned something new. But you can show answers, and then they can go back and see what the correct answer was. Okay. Then down to the next. And you can actually listen vocabulary words where they're typing in which word goes. These are vocabulary words that you should be testing them over. So they have quite a bit of vocabulary practice here as well. And you can pull sentences from here if you want for vocabulary quizzes because they should be familiar with the language. Okay? All right. So when you're done with that, you can go to the grade book. And I currently have no students in this course. Okay? So I'm going to take you to a course where I did have students, which is this one, and show you the grade book. Okay. The nice thing about this is if you're counting the workbook as a grade, as one grade, that's how I'm doing it. You don't have to keep entering in all of their grades, because here it will give you their average for all of their workbook assignments. Okay. So what I do is, towards the end of the semester, I put in, when they've finished their last workbook unit, I just put in 82, or I round up, round down, 82, 96, 92, 98, and I put in the grade, their average for their workbook. You can do this however you want. If you want to count each type of activity as a separate homework assignment and enter these grades into your grade book, feel free. Okay? So that's where the grade book is. And if we go here to students, okay, here, here's the email address that is their preference, and you can email students from here if you have an announcement that you want to make, you can pick all of your students and send out a class email. Okay? Okay, if you have questions, you have my email address, so please feel free to email me questions.